Basson Studios. This is a little vintage lesson about gate and CV. I'm gonna talk about CV and gate today. CV, control voltage. We talk about controlling the pitch when we talk about CV. Here we have underneath the Yamaha CS10, he has trigger in and out and key volt in and out. Key volt, key voltage, keyboard voltage. That refers also to that CV, that control voltage. We have two sorts of control voltage. That's the volts per octave. They take 1 volt for 1 octave. When we have 5 volts, we are on the 5th octave. When you have 4 volts, then it's 1 octave lower. Who worked with that system? That was Roland, Moog, Arp and Oberheim. Also sequential circuits followed that volts per octave. Then you have also hertz per volt, and most of the Korgs and Yamahas we have here underneath Yamaha CS10 and here above the Korg Delta, they follow the hertz per volt. That's all about control voltage. What are we going to do now? I have linked jack from the trigger out until we're gonna put it into the trigger in on the Korg Delta. That's the green one. First we're gonna listen to the sounds of the sounds, how it sound now, how they sound now. First the Yamaha CS10, and now the Korg Delta. So we're gonna put in the green one, the green jack from the trigger out in the Yamaha CS10 to the now the import of the Korg Delta. So, and when we play something on the Yamaha CS10, what gives that? That triggers the Korg Delta. You have now we are talking about a gate. Gate, sometimes it's also called trigger. It's the control of the trigger, the ADSR envelope. Here on the Korg Delta you see the ADSR envelope. Here attack, decay, sustain, release. That is controlled by that trigger. What we can hear. Now the second link we're gonna now make is from the keyboard key out, key volt out from the CS10 to the VCF FCM in of the Korg Delta. So now we're gonna listen to this. We hear it now more when we hold down the key. We hear it very good, the sound of the Korg Delta. You have two sorts of gates. This is in the trigger zone that we are here. So in gates you have also two sorts. You have the V trigger, voltage trigger. We are talking about 2 volts until 10 volts, which brands worked with a V trigger. That's sequential circuits and Roland. So when you have a Roland synthesizer and a sequential circuit synthesizer, when you use the trigger ports, that will work fine because they use the same system. Then you have also S trigger, that's a short circuit trigger. Which brands did use that were Korg, Yamaha, which we have here. They use the S trigger, short circuit trigger. Korg, Yamaha and also Moog. About triggering, they use the short circuit trigger for controlling the one synth with the other. All these systems, gate and trigger and CV control voltage, that was all before MIDI came on the market around 1983. In the 70s, synths were controlled by other synths, by sequencers, by using the system of CV, gate and trigger. So I hope you learned something. So I will repeat: for CV control voltage, Moog, Roland, Oberheim, sequential circuits and ARP or RP, they use the same volts per octave. The hertz per volt is Yamaha and Korg. And about the gate, the V trigger is used by sequential circuits and Roland, and the S trigger, short circuit trigger, is used by Korg, Yamaha and Moog. So that can help you when you search some synths to work together, when you want to make a vintage setup. You know now which synths go well together, what's about for about CV and a gates trigger. Alright, this was first video about vintage controllers. So you will get more videos. I will prepare a video about the Korg Yamaha CS10, also the Korg Delta. We will talk about Roland TR606. We will also demonstrate Roland 606 with SH or the RS09. So is it? So a lot of stuff is coming your way. Stay tuned and thank you for watching. Bye bye.